now, Washington Mornings on the Mall. 105.9 FM. And AM 630. WMAL.
Happy Thursday morning to you. Brian Neiman, Mary Catherine Ham in for Brian Wilson this morning. Pleased to have Lanny Davis on the line. You, of course, know Lanny for several different reasons. Former Clinton White House counsel and also author of Purple Nation. Good morning, Lanny. How are you?
Good morning. Oh, I'm pretty sad for our country that we have presidential candidates in gaming in Southwark, and that's a compliment. Southwark name calling, and then we're back to both Romney and Obama having sponsored ads or having people who are their supporters sponsoring ads that make us all want to take a shower.
You're talking specifically about the Super PAC ad and Bill Burton's, team that put together an ad that basically accused Mitt Romney of having something to do, if not was directly involved, with the death of this man's wife, who he lost a job and Bain Capital was involved, and his wife later died of cancer, and they put together a 1-minute ad that I think most people would say shows that or says that Mitt Romney is somehow responsible for it. Yet Bill Burton yesterday said, you know what, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing untruthful about this ad.
Yeah, well, Bill Burton needs to go back to ethics school, and everybody knows right from wrong. Everybody knows accuracy and inaccuracy. He knows perfectly well that the ad is misleading and disgusting, and he needs to apologize for it. But I also don't accept your singular. Don't tell me that Mitt Romney in the garbage that he poured into Iowa and every other state, attacking Republicans with the most disgusting and untrue and distorted ads, including when he once had Barack Obama saying he didn't know anything about the economy. He was pointed out to him, and this was his ad, it was pointed out to him, well, that was actually Barack Obama in 08 talking about McCain, and he said, oh, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. This is disgusting on both sides.
Not as disgusting as calling someone a murderer in an ad. Not as disgusting as comparing.
Not as disgusting.
No. Actually, no. There are degrees. There are degrees, Lanny, and we are going to observe them.
You're just as Purple Nation as I am. If you try to make this to one side, no, it's not true.
I won't say that misleading ads are confined to one side. I will say ads that allege that the opponent causes cancer and old ladies to die is relegated to one side. So, thus far.
Mariette, that ad is relegated to one side. And you know what was relegated to one side? When Mitt Romney deliberately lied and took Barack Obama's comment that he didn't know anything about the economy and knew that it was John McCain. Now, nobody does that. No, come on, Marianne. What's common is disgusting negative ads that are turning off the American people on both sides.
Okay, but there is a difference between talking about a politician or a policy statement or something that they've said in the past and making it out to say that they had something to do with somebody's death. And for Bill Burton,
only a partisan would say there's a difference between one type of a lie and another type of a lie.
Oh, really? So all lies are the same?
Partisan. They are both lies and distortions, and we ought to both agree that they're wrong.
But you really don't think that all lies are the same, do you, Lanny?
Well, not all lies. If I said that there's mass murder or a single murder, those are different. But a lie is a lie.
Agrees. We agree.
That's right. Okay.
Distinguish one lie from another, then you've lost the argument.
Okay. Should President Obama say something about this?
Yes.
I mean, should he pick up the phone, call Bill Burton? Should he publicly apologize about this?
Mitt Romney should apologize for the distorted,
Mitt Romney. I'm talking about
ads that he has put up, or that his PACs put up during the Republican primaries and are still putting up about Barack Obama. And yes, President Obama owes it to the American people to repudiate this ad.
All right, and a formal apology then from President Obama.
So, you always want to take it one step further. The apology word I don't care about. You ought to repudiate anything that isn't accurate, unfair, or distorted, and this certainly, I would respectfully suggest to Mr. Burton that he take it down.
So, Lanny, having watched over the past couple months, particularly the Bain attacks and the route that the Obama campaign has gone, you do not deny that that's part of Barack Obama's brand, is to be Mr. Above the Fray. Do you think this is taking a toll on that brand? Do you think it's working?
Of course, and really, Mitt Romney is a good man, and he has some good ideas, and he's taken himself down to a level where his popularity and perception is the lowest it's ever been. And he really started this tradition of dumping garbage on the air during all the Republican primaries. Ask any of the Republican
it's never
candidates,
happened in politics
Newt
before.
Gingrich to Rick Perry, and certainly Rick Santorum, they'll all say the same thing. He lied, he distorted, he threw
It's
garbage,
weird.
and he brought them down.
Is this
Now
microphone
we
working?
have
Because every time I say Obama, he hears Romney.
He was going
It's
to be
funny.
different. And I said so, and so did Cory Booker. It's nauseating on both sides.
Do you really think that negative ads should be banned? I mean, what do you want here?
I think a negative ad that says my position, which is true, is that we shouldn't privatize Social Security, and Mitt Romney's position is to endorse Paul Ryan's proposal that Social Security be privatized, which is, I think, what Paul Ryan is proud to say he's proposing, is a negative ad. In my opinion, it's a positive ad in some people's opinions. That's contrast issue ads. Those are okay. But personal attack ads, I do not believe are okay.
That's news to me. I didn't hear about that Paul Ryan is asking for Social Security to be privatized. I mean, because
yes, he is asking, instead of a required contribution by everyone into Social Security, read his plan, he would have Social Security have an opt-out provision that would allow individuals to have their own.
And it might ruin the $0 per month I'm going to get someday.
And that would take away money from the Social Security system, change the whole system, and result in privatization of much of the system.
All right. Then what do you feel about like the name calling that goes on, or the branding of Romneyhood? Is that appropriate?
Of course it isn't, and it was just as inappropriate to talk of Obama baloney. These are two sophomores in high school having a food fight, and one is a president and the other wants to be president, and both of them are very smart people with good ideas. And I disagree with Mitt Romney's ideas, but to bring this presidential campaign down to what I think is the lowest level of negative advertising in all of the years. And I know that negative ads can work when they're unchallenged, that people might believe them if you don't challenge them. I think they have to be challenged. But really, there's such important issues to debate here. We've done this every Thursday where I've said that I feel strongly that Barack Obama has a very good story to tell about what he's done in the 4 years as president when he was dealt such a terrible deck of cards. That's the story he can tell. He's always
if only
been a
his campaign agreed with you,
with
Lanny.
high popularity ratings. These negative ads have brought him down. He's depleted his major asset, which is likability and positive impression. He's been hurt by these negative ads. He's also been helped because people have believed them. But sooner or later, they catch up to you. And this may be the week of truth where both sides say enough.
All right.
I've written before in my column, and I'm really pleading with the guy that I'm supporting, Barack Obama. You have a better story to tell. You should repudiate this ad. It is a disgusting ad to talk about causing cancer, and it is not true. Mr. Burton knows it's not true, and he ought to repudiate it.
Thank you, Lanny. We'll talk to you next